What's up guys, Magey Cake here. Today we're going to switch things up a little bit, and rather than do the usual how-to videos, I wanted to share with you this brief video on how I out-griefed a griefer, and to perhaps open up a bit of a discussion on the current state of PvP within the game. So for those of you who don't do PvP pet battles very often, you may not be familiar with the current combination of the triple turkey. This is a particularly frustrating combination because of the ability called food coma. This ability will put you to sleep for 2 rounds, and it has a 5-round cooldown. The catch here, however, is that this cooldown only applies to the turkey who cast it. So some enterprising young trolls have discovered that if you put together a team of 3 turkeys, you can basically cast food coma, swap to your next turkey, cast food coma, swap to your next turkey, and you can keep this up for the entire fight. Just about the only advantage to using this combination is that you're pretty much gonna frustrate the other person into quitting. If you let the fight go on for long enough, the food coma will eventually miss and you can kill the turkeys. But basically, people are using this combination so that they can wear down their opponent and frustrate them into quitting. Usually when I get into a PvP pet battle and I see a triple turkey combination, I just go ahead and quit. It's just not worth the time and effort to try and beat this combination. I quit and then just queue up again and get into the next fight. But this time when I saw the triple turkey, I didn't have much going on and I was curious. I wanted to know what it would take to beat this combination. So I also wanted to see how long that this person was willing to let this fight go on for. My initial strategy was to just keep passing, just to show this guy that I wasn't going anywhere. But that didn't seem to faze him, and then I realized that the only way that you're going to beat a griefer is to grief him back. So rather than passing quickly, I just let the round clock run down each time. Basically you have 30 seconds to cast an ability, or to pass the round, or to swap out, and then if you don't do an action, the battle system will just automatically pass for you. So that's what I started doing. I let the battle clock run down and I just let it keep passing. And every once in a while he'd throw in a damaging spell just to check to see if I'd gone AFK or not. And when he would do that, I would just swap out. But he didn't realize that I was committed to letting this go on as long as possible. Not just to grief him back, but really truly out of curiosity's sake. I wanted to see how long somebody would be willing to go on with this combination, and how much effort a person would be willing to put into griefing somebody rather than using skill to win a battle. In the end, it ended up taking about 15 minutes and a little over 30 rounds. That could have been a lot higher, but like I said, I was letting the clock run down. So it didn't go on forever, but it certainly could have gone on a lot longer. Eventually, as predicted, one of his food coma abilities missed, and I happened to have my fossilized raptor out when that happened, so I was able to snare him for 2 rounds. I then switched out to my water waveling, which has also another 2-round trap, and I figured that way he's not going anywhere, he can't food coma me again, and I could beat him. And he realized that too and quit. But I bet he would have continued casting food coma indefinitely until it had missed. And if I had the wrong combination of pets on me at the time, some of them that don't have snares, this really could have gone on for hundreds of rounds and hours if it would have been a true test of wills. Thankfully, Blizzard has recognized that this is an issue in the PvP pet battle system, and they've made some changes to crowd control in patch 5.2. They've basically introduced a passive ability called Resilience that's going to make an active pet immune to a stun, sleep, or polymorph for a short time after they've been crowd controlled. This is certainly a welcome change and will most definitely put an end to this very frustrating griefing combination within the PvP pet battle system. But I have to wonder, with all of the constant changes that Blizzard makes to PvP balance, I wonder why they haven't considered something like this for PvP outside of the pet battle system. As a mage, I pretty much spend most of my time in battlegrounds polymorphed, or as a frog, or feared, or stunned, and it's really so frustrating. It's frustrating enough to the point where I really don't do PvP anymore. So I thought that this would make for an interesting discussion, and perhaps you guys can let me know in the comments below what you think about a resilience passive ability outside of the pet battle system for PvP. Is it good? Is it bad? Will it fix the system? Will it break the system? Also, while you're at it, if you guys want to let me know what your most hated pet combinations are during the PvP pet battles, I want to put together a little series on some of the tips and tricks that I've found to overcome more of the frustrating pets in the PvP pet battles. As always, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos, and if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I sure would appreciate that too. Take care, guys. Cheers!